Lahat tayo naka-experience na ng any form of pain, may it be for career, love, or any personal journey na pinagdaanan natin. I'm pretty sure na pagdaanan na natin to, or pwedeng pinagdadaanan mo rin to ngayon. O pwede naman na okay ka ngayon, pero hindi ka bulletproof. In the future, pwede mo din ito mapagdaanan. This episode is for you. Namaskaram. Namaskaram, namaste, or namaskar is a Hindu greeting that says the light in me sees and acknowledges the light in you, or the God in me sees and acknowledges the God in you. My name is Marky Mendoza. Welcome to Reiki with Marky and yet another meaningful episode here in our YouTube channel. But before anything else, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And do not forget to hit the bell button para lagi tayong updated in our upcoming episodes. Now in today's episode, we are going to be sharing meaningful tips on how to, ano walang topic natin? How to heal from past pain. And in this episode, I will share 10 easy tips. Now, this is not your typical kind of tips that you will find online. We are gonna make sure that this is gonna be very realistic. We will tackle how to also finally see opportunities kung paano ka mag-rise above in these kinds of situation. May it be for personal, career, love, or any form of past experiences, ang episode nito ay para sa'yo. So without further ado, let's go. Tip number 1, acknowledge that it happened. Okay, we will not deny ourselves because after all, Reiki principle nagre-remind sa atin na just for today, I shall work honestly. We have to be honest. We will never deny ourselves that yes, it has happened. We will never deny ourselves na yes, meron ding opportunity for what? For learning. So wag tayong matatakot to admit that yes, it has happened. It may be very traumatizing, pero honoring your truth will definitely set you free. Tip number 2. You are never alone in this. God is your anchor. No matter which situation you're coming from, may it be for love, may it be for anything that it concerns your career or your personal growth, kahit na ano pang religion or belief system ang sinusundan mo, or you trust and follow, anchor yourself to God. Or you may be someone who may have paused in communicating or establishing your relationship with God. It is the perfect time to reestablish. This is a reminder that in the abundance of everything and in the emptiness of the nothingness, God is there. Tip number 3. Plan your process. Now, just like any other journey that we're going to take or a new chapter that we're going to take, no matter how life has unfolded, that it may have brought you these situations, experiences that have brought you pain, it always pays to plan how you're gonna deal with it, anong gagawin mo in the future, how to find the resolution. Now again, in this, tandaan mo, in the past, kaya tayo nagkakaroon ng opportunity to not address, to not heal fully, kasi hindi tayo nagpaplano. In this case, it is about time to finally start a new strategy, a new approach, and that involves planning how we're going to deal with it, planning how we're going to survive this, planning on how we're eventually gonna rise above, and then keep learning that we're going to see a new version of yourself, a better version of yourself. Tip number 4. Honor your pace in this process. Marami kang makikitang articles or any opinions from our friends and family and loved ones, or you may have been doing your own research on how to rise above. But truth is, especially if we're talking about timeline or any specific na guidelines na magsasabi sa'yo na, is it just the 3-month rule? Is it just how many days, how many weeks or months? Truth is, wala talagang rule book kung kailan ito mangyayari. And wala ring judgment kung ano ang magiging pace mo. Walang judgment na hindi pare-pareho ang timeline nating lahat. Ang totoo niyan, we are all created uniquely with all different sorts of learning process. Honor what your learning process is and trust that no matter how fast or how slow it is, ito ay unique para sa iyo. At again, hindi tayo huhusgahan. And lalo kung hindi tayo huhusgahan, wag mo rin huhusgahan ang sarili mo sa sarili mong pace. Tip number 5. Trust that this experience is happening or has happened or will happen for a good reason. Hindi ito again parusa. Hindi ito isang experience na binibigay sa atin o nararanasan natin kasi tayo ay hindi deserving na makaranas ng mga magandang bagay sa buhay natin. Ang totoo niyan, may kailangan lang tayong matutunan na lesson. Ang totoo niyan, meron lang tayong mga pagkakataon na pwedeng hindi tayo masyadong mindful, na hindi rin tayo masyadong nag-iisip ng tama, o hindi rin tayo nakakapag-isip, or hindi natin minsan napapansin yung mga actions natin. Our thoughts, decisions, and actions would always present an outcome. Kung hindi tayo masyadong mindful, malaki din yung possibility na yung outcome hindi rin natin na-expectin. Kaya nga, itong mga lessons na to or yung mga tips na to, most especially the planning part, is very, very essential. Kayo naman, ano naman ang mga gusto niyo mga upcoming episodes that Reiki with Marky will discuss in our upcoming episodes? Leave a comment down below. Mahilig ako mag-comment. Mahilig ako mag-reply. Dumadami na yung kaguluhan natin dito. Isunod na natin yung tip natin. Tip number 6. Be honest that no matter how the experience unfolded, there is an amazing lesson that we will learn. There are often times na hindi muna natin maiintindihan yung pinaka-lesson or what the message is o kung bakit ba ito nangyari. Why? Because there are many things that we are thinking or processing in our minds. There are many emotions that we are processing in our hearts, which may hinder for us to see through differently or to see what the real message or the real lesson is. So first things first, what we will do is address muna yung mga pinaprocess natin here, and we will take care of our heart and our emotions. Kapag nagkaroon na tayo ng opportunity na yon and makita natin, or possibly, again, there are really times na hindi muna natin talaga mararamdaman kasi kasama ito sa proseso. So in short, kapit lang, and you have to make sure that you do anything and everything that it takes, not just to survive, but look forward for the learnings. Tip number 7. It's okay to pause and take your mind off things, but never evade this forever. The least thing that you would want to happen is to just sweep everything, sweep the dust under the rug. Everything is just covered, but always left unaddressed. Marami ng situation in the past na nagawa natin to, myself included. Yung tipong we will find an opportunity just to really find an escape. A sweet escape that we all deserve para makalimutan lang, but because we want to feel that happiness, we want to feel normal, we want to feel alive. Alam ko yan, nararamdaman ko din yan. But the truth is, ang totoo niyan, kailangan bumubuelo lang tayo to really get our rhythm. Pero once we get our rhythm, our responsibility sa sarili natin is to really learn and see what lessons we all need to apply in our life para in the future, hindi na natin ito mararanasan. Or, kung maranasan man uli natin ito, hindi naman sa hindi na kasing sakit, pero alam na natin ang gagawin natin. We emerge as our better versions of ourselves. We emerge wiser. At alam na natin ang gagawin natin para naman, in the end, masabi mo rin sa sarili mo na nakaka-proud ka. Kasi, ginalingan mo na. Tip number 8. When you eventually clear your heart and mind, it's time to take action. So it follows yung yung steps natin dito. Syempre, pag nakuha na natin yung perfect timing natin because we've honored our pace, we honored our timing, and we really allowed to take time for us to address our thoughts and our emotions, and we start to see the opportunity. And then, we grab the opportunity for us to not just heal. We grab the opportunity para tingnan, ano ba ang mga pagkukulang ko? Meron ba akong na-overlook? Meron ba akong opportunity to become loving, understanding? Or masyado ba akong naging blindsided in all of in the situation? Kasi nga, ang daming iniisip, ang dami ring nararamdaman. Kapag nakakakuha ka na ng perfect opportunity, na unti-unti, slowly but surely, nakikita mo na yung tamang proseso, or nakikita mo na yung bigger picture, you have to grab that opportunity for learning. Ibibigay mo ito sa sarili mo kasi, ang totoo niyan, ikaw lang ang makakatulong sa sarili mo. There are many people around you that may have their opinions, suggestions, and their approach on how you're gonna rise above to this. Pero ang totoo niyan, these are very good options on how you will weigh things out. At the end of the day, nasa iyo. Hawak mo, nasa kamay mo. Hindi lang ang desisyon, pero yung motivation to really rise above from this. magtiwala ka sa sarili mo. Next, tip number 9. Never be afraid to admit that you too had an opportunity to change. Now, especially if the situation, well, more often than not, these situations may involve two people, you and another party, or possibly another group, a bigger group. In this case, hindi porke ikaw ang nakakaramdam ng pain o ikaw ang naka-experience ito directly, no matter how the situation unfolded, pero ikaw ang pinaka-directly affected on this, hindi ibig sabihin, wala nang opportunity for learning for you. Hindi ibig sabihin, wala nang opportunity na may mabago pa sa sarili mo. Now, if you are someone who's been really doing well with all your approaches and your thoughts, decisions, and actions, but still, nagkaroon ka ng ganitong situation, and then possibly, meron pang opportunity to evolve, to learn something new. Because after all, we have to remember, anything and everything is energy, and if we define energy again, it's anything and everything that has an opportunity to evolve, to transform, and to change. So as our character, so as our thoughts, decisions, and actions, all gearing towards a better version of ourselves. The truth is, we always have to stay open. Open our minds and our hearts and opportunities kung paano pa tayo mag-i-evolve. Ako din, sinasabi ko yun sa sarili ko everyday. Kaya naman, kapag naranasan mo ito, and kapag nakakita ka man ng opportunity to evolve again and again, keep grabbing it. Because it truly allows you to become a better version every single time. Napakagandang blessing ito. And finally, our last tip is take your time and then start over with a better heart. As we have been discussing the tips that we have, ang mapapansin mo, you have to keep honoring yourself, your pace, the situation. You have to honor your emotions, how you're going through this, because after all, ikaw naman nakaka-experience nito. But through it all, kapag nakuha mo na yung rhythm mo, you have to be brave enough and have the courage to start over. Lahat tayo may opportunity of the clean slate. Lahat tayo deserving yan. And that is it with our Reiki with Marky episode for today. If you like this episode, give it a good thumbs up. And also, do not be afraid na if you are also going through any personal dealings or situation na kailangan nyo ng guidance and wisdom ng Reiki with Marky, naka-flash naman sa screen natin ang ating email address. Send us an email and we will make sure na we will help you and feature your situation in our upcoming episodes. Also, let us take this opportunity to remind everybody na i-share din natin itong mga video natin ito sa maraming tao pa, dahil kung ito ay nakatulong sa'yo, I am pretty sure makakatulong din to sa iba. And also, you will become the blessing of others. So this has been Marky Mendoza again with Reiki with Marky, na laging nagpapaalala again to keep trusting the process. Namaskaram.